So this is our third technique. Third technique is going to be the hip heist. And the way a hip heist works, it also helps you get to your knees, right? Or it helps when we have a person, a couple of different good hip heists. You can get, if no one's around you, you're posting, this is kind of your position right here. It's almost like a get up. If you're doing a weight with a get up, here, and you're popping up, a hip heist is just you're getting your hand back in position, your feet in position, to push, come up over, and then again into your knees. Another way to do that is on the ground here. Well, let's just get into this one right here. So from here, I want you to get up to your hand, right? So you get up to your hand and here. Then from here, you're going to push your hips up. Hand comes down, come to your knees. Right? So from here, again, your feet can come up if they want. At the same time as you're sitting up. And sometimes you may need to rock to get up there. Okay, so if you rock here, gives you a little bit of core work. And then you can kind of roll up to your elbow, push your elbow to the ground, up to your hand. This hand is coming up in front, kind of to like block them. You'll see when we get to the person with us what this hand is doing. Again, my legs are on that angle that I'm going, just like when we did the bridge, right? And then from here, I'm going to lift my hips up. I'm heisting my hips up, boom, and now I'm picking them up and driving them over to my knees. Okay, this is important, another important move. Otherwise, why would it be in the foundation, right? Hips up in here, up, not just your elbow. I can't get enough heist in my hips when I'm on my elbow. I have to get up to my hand. If I try to do this here, you know, this is just not the best. I don't have the best leverage until I get up in here. Now I have a lot of nice leverage to go push on that. Let's do a different angle. I'm in here, draw my feet up. Again, you can rock up to your elbow, up to your hand. Bridge into it, heisting your hips. Boom, over. Again, you're in this position. From here up. Rock up to your elbow, up to your hand. Posting here, lifting your hips up. Your knee can go down in this position. Now, if I can have Liam come in, I'll kind of give you two different practical ways we can do this. So let's start on this angle here. Let's say he's in my guard. We'll cover positions shortly, but I want to get you into some movements first. So to understand, right now this is closed guard. My feet are closed. Open guard would be, you know, me playing in here. Closed guard is where I just wrap my feet like this, right? So in order to do this move, then I want to do my hip heist. I can't have him over me like this. Like he's not. If he's down low on your elbows, like you're hugging, yeah, I can't get my hip heist in here because he's too close. So I need to create space. I need him sitting back. So if he's sitting back like this is the perfect time to do this move, hip heist. My feet are closed, and to learn this, you can open them if you want. Bring your feet up, just like you're bringing your feet up to your butt. Again, you can rock in here, come up to your elbow, up to your hand, right? This hand right now is just going to capture his arm, his shoulder. And now I need to push my hips into his chest. That hip heist. Boom, right in here. I'm going to drop my leg. Boom, down. Right? I'll do it on the other side so you can see it. So he's in my guard. He sits back, right? From here, maybe I rock here. I throw myself up. I come to my elbow, and I drive my elbow into the mat. But I don't want to be right here because it's difficult for me to do this move. He's just going to move his knee out. Yeah, it's like bridge. But if I go up to my hand in here, sometimes I can get high enough on his body that it doesn't make a difference. And now I'm in a much better position. Right? So let's do that from here. Right, he's sitting back. Maybe I'm trying to get him and he's really like pushing back on my stomach. Boom, right here. If his hands are on my stomach, I got to get his hands off me. Boom. From here I can rock, pushing the elbow up to my hand, right? Now again, when I'm bridging here, my hips are coming off the ground, and my knee is gonna block his leg from posting out. Boom, over. Right? And we choke him. Do this angle. Sorry. He's sitting back, trying to pull him in. Maybe his hands come to my belly. I move those away. Rock. Boom, up to my hand. I gotta get this post. It can't be out here because if he pushes me back, I don't have it's kind of a post vector, right? I'm posting behind him, behind myself, so when he goes to push me, I match that, right? If I'm here, I don't have a very good base. Yeah, he's gonna push me back. So as I come up to my hand, it's gotta be directly behind me. This arm is gonna shoot over his shoulder. I capture it. When I drive my hips up, I can't just turn him here. I have to drive into him, get him off his base, break his structure and his alignment, right? Now this knee can come down and over. Boom. All right, so again, when you're doing that hip heist, you can just go over here right now. Without my partner, sorry, Liam. Without my partner in here, I'm gonna rock up and get to my hand. As I lift my hips up, this leg can go down. I'm gonna drive over. I'm in this position. All right. One more way you can use this hip heist. Come in, Liam. If he's not in my guard, say he's just down in. He kind of can be in this position right here. If he's down, sometimes they come in. They're in this position. Maybe I got out of the way from with the shrimp. Maybe I was in mount. Let's put me in mount. So I gotta bring him down. I can't get this. My shrimp in here, bring my leg through, bring my other leg through, and he backs. Now I can do the same hip heist right here, right? I kind of have these little hooks right here. I come up to my hand. Maybe he's trying to still come into me. This hand is now blocking him from coming into me, right? So I'm blocking here, and I'm coming up. Now I can do one of two things. I can stop right here, or I can kind of come up into my other stance in here and then take his head off. All right? So that's another way you can use that hip heist. Top one, see me. So that's another way you can use that hip heist. You can kind of put it in here, bump him back. We call it a technical stand-up. You can get into here, or you can get in this position here and maybe take his legs. The only hip heist I want you to know right now for the foundations is this one. Up, knock, to your elbow, push into your elbow, up to your hand, right? Hips up, drive in, knee down, over, just like that. That is your hip heist. Right, hip heist without the dummy, start it here. I bring my feet up, or they could be in closed guard. I can open them. I can swing up to your elbow, pushing your elbow up to your hand, right? This is kind of going across their shoulder. This foot's going to drive down. Hips need to come up and push into their body. You're heisting your hips. Knee comes down, drive leg over, and now you're in this position, right? So with the grappling dummy, what's really nice about the kneeling grappling dummy, and what's really nice about this kind of stronger structure kind of grappling dummy, it costs a little bit more, but it makes this kind of move perfect, right? So his hands are here. I need to get those hands off my belly. I'm gonna rock, and as I come this way, I'm gonna have to open my feet, right? So my right foot goes down. I'm on my elbow, but I just told you you can't do the hip heist from here because you can't get your hips up high. So you got to push up to your hand and post behind you. So if he's in here and tries to push you down, this post stops that push, right? Then from here I can grab the elbow. This knee is going to trap his leg so he can't post out. I'm going to lift my hips up into his chest and heist him back. Right. let's go ahead and do that from this direction. Hands are here, hands off, rock, up to the hand, feet opened. I'm still biting down so he can't slide out. I'm biting down in here. I'm gonna cup his shoulder, his elbow shoulder. From here I need to lift my hips up now. Hips up into him to break his base and structure and alignment, right? He's already tilting him, displacing his weight. This leg comes down, and now I'm just gonna drive over him. Right? Do it again here. Different angle. This foot comes down to help me drive, right? Remember, take it here, leg comes down to trap that leg, drive him over, right? Choke. That is your hip heist with the grappling dummy.